All right, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jason, and this is Burton Family Adventures AZ, and we've got a treat for you today. We've got a 2001 Toyota Sequoia Limited that's been our daily driver for about the past 3 or 4 years, and we're going to go through it today, give you an overview of the controls, show you some of the things that we've done on it, show you some of the things we actually don't like about it, and so you definitely want to stay tuned for that. But we're going to do a walk around, then we'll take it on down the road and see what you think about it. All right, here we are on the inside of the Sequoia. I'm going to show you some of the controls on this and just what the general interior looks like. Okay, you'll notice that the interior is in very good shape. We've got a trip computer up here, which is of course not on because the key's not on. A tape player. So I don't think we have any tapes around, but it is a 2001, so it came with that, not a navigation system or anything. But one thing it does have that we just really love is, of course, the auto feature on the climate control, and it works really well. We've got heated seats on this model because it is a limited model, and boy, my wife surely enjoys that. As you can see, the seats are in excellent shape, and the back seats as well, and so it's very clean. Apparently they didn't have any children, and so we were really happy to be able to get this. I'll go ahead and start it up. It does have quite a few miles on it. We are part of the 200,000 mile club for a Toyota Sequoia. Starts up great, everything works. We're super happy with it. And let's switch that real quick. And again, 231,585 miles. Like I said, we have done some things to it, and when we do a walk around on the outside, I will be sure to show you some of those things that we have done. By the way, just a very quick review. RAM mounts, they're okay. So I'm actually looking for a different mounting system to be able to record while we drive, because that's got a lot of jitteriness to it, and so surely there is some sort of mount that we can get that has some sort of shock absorption. But anyway, we'll go ahead and do the walk around now. It runs as smooth as can be. Now, might as well show you, on occasion, the check engine light does come on. And so we're able to run the code for that, and it's a catalytic converter related code. And so about every 3 or 4 key cycles, it goes away again, and so we just don't worry about it at this point. That, of course, is the back window that you can roll up and down. Mine did not work, so what I ended up doing was getting in there and fixing it. And now if I bang on the back hatch hard enough, if it stops working, it usually starts working again. All right, guys, just showing you the back. Of course, the back seat's in almost perfect condition. It has had kids in it the last few years, though. Middle seat's in great condition as well. We love this color because it really hides a lot of the dirt and mud and things like that. Everything just was in really great shape. The stereo system's fine. I know a lot of you don't like the JBL system, but the fact is that that's what we have in here, and it seems to work fine for our needs. So the front seats are in good shape. I wouldn't say perfect shape, but it is getting some wear on it. Not bad for a car that's got about 230,000 miles on it for sure. Anyway, and all the sunglass holders that you could ever possibly need and more. All right, so we're going to do a quick walk around and show you some things we've done. First of all, I want to point out the Michelin Defender LTXs that we have on here. This is the stock size tire. We've had these on some of our other vehicles, and they're just amazing for the highway. And since this is our daily driver, that's what we decided to put on there. But they're really not bad off-road. We haven't really done any major off-roading with this because, like I said, it is our daily driver. Some of the other things that we've done to it, if you can come down in here, and I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but we put some Bilstein 5100s on the front, and that enabled us to be able to jack the front end up an inch. So we put it on the middle setting of those Bilstein 5100s. It leveled it out, and so now it rides like new. And we put Bilstein 4600s. I'm not sure if you can see those on the back here or not, probably not. But we really like the Bilsteins. I think it was definitely worth it. And so that was one of the things that we wanted to do as we were fixing this up. Now, if you'll come around here, we'll be able to take a look at the engine. This is that good old 4.7 V8 that they say just keeps on going, keeps on ticking. A couple of things I've done here is I put all new coils on it, all new plugs on it, so that should be good to go for a while. Also, and this is very important if you own one of these 4.7 V8s from Toyota, we had our water pump and our timing belt and all of the assorted hardware replaced. We used an ASIN kit, which to my knowledge is the OEM kit. But if you'll come over here and show the Denso, we just did these not too long ago, and I went ahead and replaced them all. We saw a mileage increase. You're not going to believe it, but that's okay. You don't have to believe it. Our mileage is about 18.2 miles per gallon by doing the math, not just by the trip computer, but the trip computer is very close. At a certain point when we first got this, I think you can probably see this down here, we went ahead and put on the oversized 2003 calipers and also the rotors and assorted hardware to upgrade these brakes. The brakes were not very good when we first got them, so we went ahead. I know Toyota, a couple of years after this one was put out, they decided to make the brakes a little more robust, and so we put on the later model brakes and been really happy with that. I don't care if it's got red on it or not, but that kind of looks cool as well. All right, let's go back here. A couple of things that I really don't care for, and the first I think I mentioned a little bit is the window. Sometimes it doesn't go down and I've got to finagle with it and get that motor working again. What we do now is we just put ourselves kind of on a schedule that whenever we get in the car, pretty much, we just roll the window down and back up, and it seems to have kept it going for a while here. Now, for those of you who are Sequoia owners, you will recognize what this little switch is. It breaks all the time, and it's one thing I really don't like, because once it breaks and this is shut, you've got to get inside. Of course, not being able to open this, but then you take this off and end up putting everything back together. I've replaced the handle once, probably have to replace it again, but I've seen some fixes that'll use this right down here in order to be able to have a handle, either to, you know, pull a strap or to push a handle over. And I think we'll go ahead and make that mod at some point. But it's got the factory toe on it. Again, we really honestly couldn't be any happier with the Sequoia. It's done us well. It hasn't left us stranded, and it drives like new for a 234,000 mile vehicle. I guess that's what maintenance does, and keeping people from, you know, really ragging it out when they're driving it. But we're great, and so what we're going to do now is we're going to take it for a quick drive. Maybe we'll go down, drive it through some water. Yeah, this is Arizona, but we actually have water in the creeks right now, and see what we can do to have a little bit of fun with it. All right, here we go. Woohoo. All right. I don't know if the thumbs up is going to become my trademark or not. Well, we're going to go ahead and take this thing into the National Forest, see what it can do, maybe see what we can discover. We know the creek's running, so this ought to be fun. Come along with us. point out something real quick to you. If you put it in 4 low and in low gear on your transmission, then what you'll end up with is the center locking differential, which will help you to climb up hills like that. We're going to go ahead and go and have some fun on these hills. They look like a blast, so I hope you enjoy the video. So what do you think?
Handles great.
Handles great?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about the Sequoia?
Heated seats.
Well, yeah. My favorite thing is what you just did coming down that hill there.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Did a good job. I hope you had a great time with us. This is Burton Family Adventures AZ, wishing you the very best in your own Sequoia or Land Cruiser or whatever you decide to take out. Just take it out, have a good time, and start having some adventures with your family. Thanks again for liking and subscribing our channel, and we sure appreciate the growth that has come along with it. We're just a family that enjoys having fun, and we hope you do too. We look forward to seeing your videos.